From the Caribbean News Desk, the morning edition. Good morning. I'm Denis Chabrol.
And I'm Kendol Morgan with the latest from across the Caribbean.
In St. Vincent and Grenadines, leader of the ruling United Labour Party, Dr. Ralph Gonsalves, has called for an end to grumbling within the party as it enters the home stretch to the next general elections and it looks for a sixth consecutive term in office. Dr. Gonsalves addressed yesterday's opening session of the party's 26th annual convention.
Between now and the next election, I don't want to hear grumbling among Labour. I want to hear unity, because that is the only way we are going to get the sixth term. And we have to make sure we bring out every single Labour voter. Once the Labour voters come out, nobody could beat Labour in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
The next general elections, widely expected to be held late next year, is expected to be a straight fight between Dr. Gonsalves' United Labour Party and the opposition New Democratic Party, led by lawyer Dr. Godwin Friday.
Leader of the ruling Jamaica Labour Party, Andrew Holness, believes his party's track record of achievements will stand up against any promises by the opposition People's National Party in next year's general elections. Prime Minister Holness addressed yesterday's annual conference of his party.
We are not in a fight with them. They are not in our league. We're not running any race with them. We have too many things to show. We have the achievements. For the first time ever, a government can campaign on what it has achieved. A government can campaign on showing the people what will come, not empty promises, but you can look on the track record of achievement and make a judgment. If you were to ask yourself, who is capable of delivering the future that you want, then it must be the Jamaica Labour Party.
Leaders of the British Overseas Territories and the Caribbean say they're assisting each other's development through the exchange of best practices. The premiers of Anguilla, Bermuda, the British Virgin Islands, the Cayman Islands, Montserrat and the Turks and Caicos Islands have just wrapped up week-long talks in London with the new British Labour Party government. BVI Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley says while they continue to engage the UK government on development matters, they're also working among themselves.
We have a very good group of premiers, and Anguilla not too long ago was in the BVI looking at our border management system, having discussions about a merger between customs and immigration. I was in Anguilla as well not too long ago. I'm going to be going back there to see about their tax system. I went to Cayman Islands to see about the merger between the customs and the immigration. I plan to go to Turks and Caicos to look and see how they do certain things like their pensions, and they're planning to do the same.
Residents of the British Virgin Islands yesterday marked the 75th anniversary of the Great March of 1949, which succeeded in bringing publicly demanded political change to the territory. Minister of Education and Youth Affairs, Shari De Castro, who is a descendant of one of the 1949 marches, joined the many groups and individuals who took part in yesterday's commemorative event.
It feels good, the reality is I wasn't born when this march took place, but, Kelton De Castro, I'm a descendant of the De Castros, a proud De Castro, and just to be able to walk the path that he walked and understand that I wouldn't have had the opportunity to be Honorable Sherry De Castro today had it not been for this march and the fight for Virgin Islanders to be elected to the House of Assembly, the restoration of the Legislative Council. And so it is huge for me personally, and it's the weight of the reality of what they did then and the sacrifice they made. We carry it today.
The Bahamas' National Security Minister Wayne Monroe is blaming the now opposition-free national movement for the serious crime situation in that country. He was at the weekend responding in Parliament to an FNM parliamentarian who said the Bahamas has so far recorded 110 murders for the year.
The one party, Madam Speaker, that should be very quiet about crime is the party that recruited very few policemen, that left this country in a state where police stations were being manned by 3 officers. About 600 to 800 officers still have us at a deficit. So they didn't understand the need to recruit. They didn't understand the need to provide equipment. They didn't understand the need to provide intervention programs in primary schools and high schools. and now they make noise, Madam Speaker. We are addressing it.
Before we go, we want to wish the people of Suriname happy Independence anniversary today as they celebrate 49 years since the break from Dutch colonial rule in 1975. This has been the morning edition from the Caribbean News Desk. You may contact us by phone or WhatsApp on +592 700 9293. Thanks for listening.